Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing Braxton Family Values Season 2.5 Episode 2. Now last week I thought it was Season 3, but come to find out it's just Season 2.5. They only have roughly 6 episodes in this mini season, so let's get started. We'll start off with Tony. She is going to be doing a fashion shoot sort for autism. I think it's Autism Speaks. Don't quote me on that one, because I think her youngest son, he was diagnosed with autism 5 years ago, but thank goodness he's doing better now. So I guess she wants to help and give out with the organization. So one of the designers from Project Runway, Michael Castillo, I think that's how you pronounce his name, he is making her a dress completely of socks. So it's time for her to try on a dress, and she's kind of nervous, am I gonna be able to fit into this dress? But come to find out, she was. She thought she was gonna have to exercise a little bit, but no, that was not the plan. So she's getting ready for that. We're gonna come back to Tony in a little bit. We're gonna move over to Trina. Trina, she's still in LA, and she's talking with Tony, she thinks it's time for her and her band to part ways. Well, not so much as part ways, it's for her to do her solo career now, because she said, she had her single out, and now she needs to focus on her solo career. And it's she's kind of torn, because she's become close, like a family, with her band members, and now she's leaving. And Tony lets her know that, hey, sometimes you have to, spread your wings and go off on your own without your little security of your band. So Trina's taking it all in, and she's like, okay. So since we're talking about Trina, we're going to she's back in Atlanta now, and Gabe comes over to speak to her and everything, and apparently he has gone to Sexual Anonymous, I guess, since he's a sex addict group or meeting, and he's also seeing a therapist. But where Trina's coming from is, you're doing this so we can get back together. You're not doing this to better yourself. And he's like, yeah, kind of, but I am learning some stuff about myself. But he's like, I'm not the only one at fault in this relationship. She's like, yes, I had an oral transaction. He's like, when you just say it like that, it's like, oh, that was nothing. She's like, well, you cheated over 200 times. I don't care how they pretty it up. They both cheated. So, I don't care who did it first, who did it the most. You both cheated. Whether I did this to get back at you. So, yeah. We're going to move over to Tamar. Her and Vince are looking for... we're going to rewind. She's talking to her dad, saying she the youngest. I guess she's the only one that doesn't have any kids. So, Tamar, it's your turn to give me some grandbabies. And she's like, did you do this with your other kids? Where my grandbabies at? I mean, you got 11. Just give me a minute to get this together. Well, I guess he's thinking, you ain't got much time left. I want some more grandbabies. I guess that's after your kids is grown, that's how it is. You want grandbabies. That's how my mom was before my brother had his kids. Just always want a grandbaby. And now she got him. So she's telling him that I'm thinking about getting a surrogate. And he's like, a surrogate? No, ma'am. You need to carry those kids on your own. And she's like, I'm finally in my career where everything is going all right, and I can't be dropping it like it's hot with a baby. I can't do that. That's not hot. I tried my best to get Tamar's voice, but I don't think I got it correctly. He's just when those Billy Dads was dancing and one of them was pregnant, we damn near dogged that girl out. I can't be on stage pregnant doing all that. She's like, we just gonna put this off for a little bit. We're gonna talk about this later. Okay, kind of mad. So Tony, it's time for her photo shoot, and Nigel Parker's there from America's Next Top Model. Now I know that's not the only thing he's known for, but that's the only thing I've seen him on. But he is a celebrity photographer, and he didn't set it up to where there's a whole bunch of socks thrown out of the dryer, the washing machine's turned over, and Tony's supposed to pose while throwing socks in the air. And she's like, it's hard to throw socks, then pose and all that stuff. I can't do this. So she had to have some assistance in the throwing of the socks. And she's like, man, I couldn't be no model. It's like a full-time workout doing this, trying to pose and do all this. I'm hot. I can't breathe. Child. She's like, I'm a singer. I'm used to, doing a little photo shoot, but not like this. So the event went off well. And she's like, she's, happy for it because she doesn't want her son to feel like something's wrong with him. Speaking about his autism, but like every child is different, whether they're autistic or what. Each child is different, and like he's like realizing how to cope. I guess her working with him with his autism, and he's come out of his shell, so that's good. So good for you, Tony. And I think is his name Diesel or Denim. I'm going to say Diesel. I think Denim is the oldest child. Yeah. So we're gonna move over to Miss Tamar. It is, they looking at talking about surrogates, and she's like, she had asked Tawanda, but she don't want her baby to rub off, and she don't want Andre to rub off on her baby, not having a job, mooching off of Tawanda. She don't want her child to be no mooch, not doing anything like that. Those are her words, not mine. When looking for a surrogate, and I'm gonna pretty this up, she doesn't want the most attractive person to be her surrogate. She wants somebody with a big old mole. If you have teeth, preferably two that are not side by side. Maybe 1 or 2 strands of hair. Not the best of skin. She just doesn't want a pretty girl in her house carrying her baby, because she wants to be the hot one in the house. So time for her and Vince to look at the surrogates. The first girl, she come in. I don't think it was her first time, but Tamar wasn't really feeling her. She's like, okay. Vince was like, would you consider staying with us? And Tamar gave him a look like, I could doggone shoot lasers through you right now. You keep on talking. So she's like, okay, yeah, I would have considered that. Yeah, that'd be nice. So she's like, we'll call you back. Then the second girl came in with this low cut shirt, and right off the bat, Tamar not feeling it at all. The girl comes in, and I think she has done this before. I think that's the one. She's like, oh, so you experienced it. So, Tamar is reading that girl. So the girl was like, yeah. She's like, would you consider being a surrogate? And this is where Tamar was like ready to doggone slap fire to that girl. She's like, this girl's looking dead on it, Vince. She's like, yes, I would love to have your son or daughter. She didn't say y'all or you guys. She was looking at Vince like, you can get me pregnant any day of the week if you want to. Looking dead at him like, I would love to have your son or your daughter. And Tamar was like, Heifer say, what? No, you didn't just come here and tell my husband that you want to have his baby. Tamar sent her on her way. The last girl come in, and Tamar, she's fit what Tamar expected. Tamar thinking it's some little not so pretty girl. Tamar's words, not mine. Came in, she's like, I never did this before. Where I'm from, I think she said Boston. Got tired of there, so I came out here. And she's like, where you standing? Oh, I'm staying on a friend's couch right now. Like, Tamar's like, hold up, you ain't gonna be sleeping on the couch with my baby. So she's like, I just think when I get the money, I can give me a place to. This is a good way to get some money, so I can get a place to live. Tamar's like, no, that's okay. We ain't gonna need you. You doing this for all the wrong reasons. So Tamar's still looking for her baby mama. Yes. So hopefully they find a surrogate that meets all of Tamar's expectations. So the family gets all together, all the sisters, all the grandkids. I think mom and daddy was there too. Just celebrating family. I don't even know. I think Trace was there because I've seen her son. So they all having a good time. And they're noticing how Tony's youngest son, Diesel, he's like come out of his shell. He's talking more. He's giving it to Tamar like everywhere. So, yeah. So that was a good episode. It was good seeing like on a reality show where they're doing something positive, Not, you don't always have to have somebody throwing bottles, running on tables, smacking people, threatening people. No, you don't need all that. So that was the gist of the episode. If I left anything out, by all means, leave it in a comment or a video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share this with your share this with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.